All right. So good afternoon, good day to you guys, and welcome to another exciting and interesting live trading session. All right. So today we're going to be trading the CPI release, which majorly revolves around the US dollar. All right, and we're going to be trading together and observing what the outcome of that data is going to be. We're going to check to see what the outcome of that data is going to be. So as you guys can see, I already have my charts on the screen. Remember, we trade the news using the straddle trading strategy. All right, don't forget that. Straddle trading strategy. Uh, so I just give you the figures for the buy stop and then the sell stop. All right, and then it's up to you to set the trailing stop, which is simply a type of stop loss that is going to follow your trade. All right, the way the market moves. All right. And then remember, guys, we have a couple of rules that we apply, all right, when we trade the news. All right. We have rules that apply when we trade the news. And those rules are on the screen right here. You can see them. All right. Rule number one says only fund an amount you're willing to lose, which means that do not trade with an amount of money that you're not willing to risk. All right. Do not trade with an amount of money you're not willing to lose. All right. Then, secondly, beware of slippage. All right. A lot of people do not know what slippage is or what slippage means. All right. So, basically, slippage refers to um, a situation, all right, an occurrence where because of how quickly the market moves, all right, or because of how quickly the market is moving, all right. So, at the end of the day, by the time your stop loss gets triggered or your order gets triggered, all right, price would have exceeded that particular point. Let me give an example. Let me give a typical example. Say, assuming you're in a bus, all right, or you're on the bus, all right, and the bus is traveling at, say, about 100 kilometers per hour, okay, and then you just want to drop somewhere along the road, right? You want to drop somewhere along the road. By the time you you pull on the bell, all right, there are chances that the bus is not going to stop at the exact spot you expected it to stop. All right, so that is kind of like what slippage is. So the market is moving so fast that by the time your order gets implemented or executed, all right, price would have gone beyond it a bit. All right, price would have gone beyond it a little bit. Now, for those of you who are joining this stream for the first time, I want to plead with you, please note that on this call, we do not rush. All right. Whatever commodity you want to quote, this is not the place for it. All right. If you have a commodity that you need me to analyze, you should or could have done that on Monday. All right. The session we have on Monday is the session where you guys can reach out to me and say, all right, I'm having challenge with this particular commodity. What do you think about it? On that live call, we get to trash it and talk about what the setup is looking like. All right. This session right here is to trade the news with you. Do you guys get it? So I'm not going to be doing so much of analysis, plotting this and that, and going across multiple charts. All right. These are the only four charts that I'm going to be looking at: Euro USD, GBP USD, AUD USD, and gold. Those are the only four commodities that we are going to be trading for this CPI. All right. Any other commodity is completely at your own discretion. All right. Without any, without any form of hypocrisy. Okay. So Euro USD, GBP USD. Hold on. Euro USD, GBP USD, gold, and AUD USD. Those are the only four commodities we're going to be trading. All right. And the strategy we're going to be using is not smart money concepts, it's not ICT, it's not retail. What we're going to be using is straddle trading strategy. Is here. It's right here. Straddle trading strategy. All right, so that's the strategy we're going to be using. And what exactly is a straddle trading strategy? It simply means that prior to the news, all right, few minutes or a couple of hours before the news, sometimes market begins to range. All right, so market forms a kind of consolidation region. All right, so what we do when we trade straddle is that we anticipate the breakout of that range or that region. All right, saying if price is consolidating within this span, all right, what do we expect? What do we expect to happen? All right, is it going to break out bullish or break out bearish? And because of that, we place a buy stop, all right, at the point where we are anticipating the bullish breakout, and a sell stop at the point where we are anticipating the bearish breakout. Does that make sense? Let me know if that makes sense. Don't worry, the news is still in about 24 minutes, all right? So please stay calm, all right? What we have to do is not a lot. If you're saying this is not clear enough on your screen, then there's an issue because the pair and the time frame is a watermark, is the watermark on the background of the chart. So if you still claim not to know what commodity this is, then there's an issue. Okay. All right. So I think this is already satisfactory enough. So remember the three rules. The first rule is to only fund an amount that you're willing to risk. All right. If it's not an amount you're willing to risk, please do not take it. All right. Do not risk it. Then number two, slippage is going to occur, which means that because of volatility, the market is going to move so quickly, all right, that at the end of the day, you're most likely going to miss out on, you're most likely going to miss out on the move. Drunken Ninja. All right, I will not respond to that. Dean, my analysis last week was spot on. It has always been spot on for 3 years now. All right, since I started having sessions like that on FBS, my analysis have been spot on. Drunken Ninja, if you type that and post it again, I am going to restrict you from dropping any comment in this live again. Okay, you just overdid it. All right, you already overdid it. I've mentioned several times that I do not appreciate when you guys come in again and again and begin to give unsolicited financial advice. All right, I personally do not do that. I don't tell you whether to buy or sell. All right, I only tell you this is what I'm seeing. All right, these are the price points, and then it's left to you to make that decision for yourself. No, no, no. Those are not the figures for today. I'm sorry. Those are not the figures for today. Relax. I've not given the correct figures yet. These are figures from last week. All right. These were figures from last week, Friday, when we traded the NFP, Saxima. Do you get it? So let me input the figures for this week. Hold on. 8. Buy stop. All right. Those are the figures. GBP USD. Just that. 0.27227. 76. AUD USD stop 0. Buy stop 0.6. Gold. All right, gold buy stop 2704.55. Right, sell stop 2686.29. Yep, and those would be the figures. All right, so those are the figures for it. All right, so let's start with gold. The buy stop for gold 2704.55. 2704.55. 2704.55. All right, sell stop 2686.29. Daniel and Zebo, I'm sorry, today I will not be analyzing as usual. I would not. All right, today I'm just going to give figures for us to follow, to just follow the market movement, right, as a result of the breakout. I sincerely will not give in my opinion on the dollar today. All right, buy stop 2704.55, sell stop 2686.29. I'm increasing the size so that you guys can see it a lot clearer. Yeah. I have to put this here. Okay, so buy stop, sell stop for GU, Euro USD. Hold on, I'm coming. All right, so let's start again from Euro USD. All right, these are the figures for Euro USD. All right, those are the figures for Euro USD. 1.05279. All right, and sell stop 1.04798. Remember, when you place your pending orders, always remember to apply your trailing stop. All right, last week during the stream, I showed you what the trailing stop is, how it works, all right, and how to set it. Okay, so today, apply the trailing stop. You feel free to use 10 to 20 points. All right, pardon me. Yeah, so feel free to use between 10 to 20 points, all right, in your settings for the trailing stop. All right. So that is Euro USD. Now let's go to GBP USD. GBP USD buy stop 1.27626. All right, sell stop 1.27227. 1.27626 and 1.27227. Then AUD USD buy stop 0.63754 and then the sell stop 0.63365. 63365. Then gold buy stop 2704.55. All right, then sell stop 2686.29. Roy, please do not repeat what you just posted in the chat box. All right. I do not give buy or sell on this platform. I do not instruct people to buy or sell. What you're doing right now constitutes as a financial advice, which is absolutely inappropriate. All right. So please refrain from typing that in my chat box again. And I sincerely hope for your sake that you adhere to this. How do you set the trailing stop? I showed it last week. You can quickly just do a Google search on it. Or optionally, it only works on PCs, by the way. All right, it works only on laptops or desktop computers. Or you need a computer to be able to, set it up. Okay. Nandom, I'm sorry, I will not be doing USD JPY. You know that this session we only do live trading. All right. If it were Monday, where we do analysis requests and weekly market review, we could have done, we definitely would have looked into USD JPY. But today is to trade the CPI. And yes, to answer Daniel's question, I sincerely think that the dollar will get stronger. Right, that's my own opinion. Okay. Might be wrong, might be right, but that's my own opinion. I think the dollar would get stronger. Right, so that's it for me. I think the dollar will get stronger. So we will get to see. This is not based on analysis per se. This is just based on, the precedence of what I'm seeing on my chart. I've not done any proper dissection of the price action, all right? But just from the way I see it, when I look at it, right, it looks like the dollar is going to get stronger. Okay, let's see. We have about 12 more minutes before the release of the news. Clinton, many said bearish. Well, if the dollar is strong, it means that EU, GU, and the others will be bearish. At least that's what the standard knowledge of correlation would tell you. All right, standard knowledge of correlation will tell you that that's how it's going to work. Ukpebo Geos, I'm sorry, we only do analysis on Mondays. All right, this is a live market trading session. All right, GBP USD, these are the figures for GBP USD. Thai J Music. GBP USD buy stop 1.27626, sell stop 1.27227. Let's see how this goes. I think all the figures are out there for you guys. Okay. So those are the figures. I'm trying to make it a lot more central so that you guys can see what the figures look. All right. So those are the figures. Yes, most Mondays on the Telegram channel. FBS Telegram channel, not here. All right, that's on Telegram, so it's a lot easier to interact. I can get audio feedback from the questions, and that makes it a lot better or a lot easier to analyze that way. So these are all the charts: Euro USD, GBP USD, AUD USD, and gold. All right, this is EU, this is GU, AU, gold. EU, all right, EU, GU, AU, and gold. The only one, will CPI affect BTC USD? I think so. It could, it might, it might not. All right. But that's up to the market to decide. My volume is very low. I doubt that. I honestly doubt that, because if I increase my volume much more than where it is right now, the quality of the audio is going to drop. All right, the audio quality is going to drop, and you guys will barely be able to hear me at all, because the software is going to keep just botching up the conversation, because it's going to be louder than the amount of decibels that I already set. What's the direction for AUD USD? I'm sorry, I don't have a direction. We're waiting to see how the market is going to react. All right, whether it's going to break out or not. Nikki Varghese, I'm sorry, I cannot advise you on what to do with your own funds, all right, or with your own resources. I can only tell you that if you're holding on to a buy, be pretty sure that that decision is yours and yours alone. All right. Friday during the NFP, when we're talking about Euro USD, some dude had his sell position open. All right. And I talked about the fact that it was going to at least buy for the meantime. He didn't believe me. He learned the hard way. All right. KKK, I've said it a couple of times. Trailing stops can only be used on a PC, all right, on a computer. Trailing stops can only be used on a computer. Is that okay? For you guys saying I should increase the volume, it's going to start getting botchy. That's what I want to avoid. But I'm sure you can hear me better now. Okay, so we have 7 more minutes. We have 7 more minutes. 7 more minutes to find out the truth. If I increase this volume a lot more than what it is right now, you guys will not enjoy the audio quality. It's going to get scattered. The volume is okay, thank you. The volume is okay, unless probably you're listening from a mobile device that has very low audio output or audio strength. For me right here, the volume is absolutely okay. If I increase it more than this, you would not enjoy it. All right, 5 more minutes to the release of the news. 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. Thank you, Saxima. 5 more minutes. Let us find out what is going on. The sell stop on gold. KKK, if you're talking about the sell stop on gold, there's a how do I put it now? There's a scenario for that. All right, there's an approach for that. If the sell stop gets triggered before the news, then we want to delete it. Alassad K Lawan, we only do this thing you're asking for on our Monday sessions. All right. During our live market trading, we do not take any other commodities other than these 4: EU, GU, AU, and gold. All right. And trust me, as long as you follow all the 3 rules that I gave, All right, as long as you follow all the 3 rules that are on your screen right now, you should be safe. So I'm pretty much going to hide those rules now, all right, so we can see the screen clearly. 4 more minutes. The ones was to see that put to sea the name of the ship on me. Bruno Diogo, I'm sorry I cannot tell you whether to buy or sell gold. That would constitute as a financial advice, which I am not licensed to give at this point in time. The winds blew all around the ship. Bring us sugar and tea and rum. All right, 4 more minutes. 4 more minutes to CPI. Let's see how this turns out. Hope you guys have all the figures and can see them. Your trailing stop should be minimum of 10, maximum of 30. All right, but if you love taking risk, you might go as high as maybe 50. All right, but going below 10 is it's just not going to make sense. Let me put it that way. It's just not going to make sense. Okay, 3 more minutes. 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 Let's see how that plays out. Are you guys pumped? Remember, guys, I told you that as long as you have all the rules followed, all right, all the rules ticked, you are safe. All right, you are safe. Remember, the first rule is that you are not risking any amount more than you wish to trade with. All right, which means that if you have probably $400 and you can only risk $100 on that trade, all right, move out $300 and leave $100 for your trade, which is what you want to risk. All right. Ni Abio, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if your heart is pumping, then you probably shouldn't trade. All right. Emotions are really terrible to trade with as a trader. I do not have an outlook on Euro USD. This is not an outlook session. We only do outlooks on our Monday market review, all right, which takes place on the Telegram channel. Okay, Mondays we do market reviews, and then when there are news releases, we just live trade the news using straddle trading and straddle trading strategy. One more minute, and then we find out the truth. Are you guys ready? Precious TJ, yes. In Lagos and Ilorin in Kwara State. Ikeja, Lagos, all right, and then somewhere in Kwara State. Ilorin, yeah, somewhere in Ilorin, Kwara State. Let's see, and here we go. I think it's about 30 seconds. Yeah, about 30, 33 seconds. Ikeja GRA to be precise. In Ilorin, somewhere around Tanker, not far from Pipeline. That would better be added as a private conversation, TJ, Precious TJ. All right, here we go. CPI is live. CPI is live. So let's see how this reacts. Euro USD has been activated. GBP USD has been activated. I'm sure a couple of you should a couple of you are still in the trade. All right, let me know if you are if your trade has been activated. All right, if your buy stop was activated or is still activated, let me know. Oh, this is crazy. Afolabi Joseph, you're already late to the party. Well, my answer would still be yes. Because what we're doing is we're trading straddle. Yeah, Saxima, just hold on. We'll wait to see how this does, all right? But I still think that it's going to come back into profits, all right, at least slightly before it reverses completely. The only one, the news is out, but it's not that it's not volatile. It is volatile, but it lacks momentum. All right, it's volatile, but it lacks momentum. Okay. This is crazy. Trying to be sure that we're safe. Uh-oh. Hold on, let me confirm. CPI is better than expected. Oh, which confirms that this thing should be bearish. Should be bearish. All right. If your buy is still activated, if your buy is still running. Lutaya, thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, projections are same as real. It's positive. Remember, I said that the dollar was supposed to become stronger. All right. Saxima, rule number one was not to risk any amount you're not willing to lose. Remember, that was rule number one. That was rule number one. All right, don't forget it. That's rule number one. All right, that's why I said that if you're emotionally attached, it's better to just stay off. All right, just hold on and not get involved. Yes, AUD USD not yet triggered, gold not yet triggered. Remember, when someone asked me what my sentiment was, I said that I expect the dollar to get stronger. All right, which means that EU, GU, and the likes are supposed to be bearish. All right, but it still doesn't change the fact that that initial momentum tapped into a supply zone. All right, but I want to see if price is going to have enough momentum to return back to that supply zone, such that once those of you who took those trades, all right, those of you who took those trades, once that trade comes back in profit, you can delete it ASAP. La Fresh, we are on 4 different commodities. Yeah, Saxima, just hold on. Don't panic. All right. Remember, whatever trade you are in right now, whatever amount you're risking right now, is not an amount you are not willing to risk. All right. That was rule number one. It's not an amount you are not really willing to risk. So relax. All right, relax. What we're simply waiting for right now is to see Tafadza Zibani. Well, I hope it's not your blood. Remember what I told you guys in the beginning? I said what we do here, all right, is not for the faint at heart. All right, if you have emotional issues, you are emotionally attached, that means that as a trader you have a psychological barrier to your success. All right, there's a serious psychological barrier to your success as a trader. All right, but nonetheless, if you took those trades and currently probably you're in a drawdown, when price gets close to your entry and probably it's in an amount that is not too terrible, you could close. No one is going to beat you. All right, no one is going to say, "Oh, why didn't you wait for TP? Why didn't you do this?" Just be yourself. All right, feel free to do your thing. All right, and then we'll see how this goes. Do you get it? So, like I said, if what you can risk is $10, all right, and then you risked $10 and you were able to make, say, $3, $4, $5, that's 50% on a $10 account. All right. So the reason why a lot of people think that, the more capital you have, the better a trader you will be, it's not exactly true. Because if I have $1 million funded, all right, and then I take a trade and I make 0.5% of that $100,000, it means that I just made, what's that now? I think that would be $500. No, that's $5,000 or $2,500 rather. Yeah, $5,000. All right, I'm definitely going to be satisfied with that. Do you understand? I'm going to be satisfied with that because, oh, this is $1 million. I've made $5,000. I'm fine. But people who are retail traders want to be able to get into a trade with, say, $50, all right, and they want to be able to make $200 on that same trade. All right, so it's easier to get greedy and to get psychologically manipulated if you are a small scale trader. I don't know if you guys understood me. So, Saxima, are you still bleeding badly? Let me know, Saxima, are you still bleeding badly? All right, so here we go. If you were bleeding before, I believe that there should already be some, there should already be some plaster, all right, on your bleeding or your wound. Didier, please stay away, all right? You already came late to the party. So just relax, watch from the sidelines, and then everyone can be fine. Do not get greedy. If right now you're satisfied with whatever risk you have right now, if it's more considerable for you, all right, and you want to step out, please do. Okay? There are always going to be opportunities in the market. All right, sorry. Hold on. All right, so remember what I said. Okay, I'm sorry, my inverter's just stripped off. All right, so I think we're just going to have to make do with this for the meantime until I'm able to go out and check what happened to it. All right, so that's basically what we want to be able to do. All right, don't up into the market right now. Okay, if you feel like you've made sufficient profit, you want to step out, please, by all means, you can. Or let me say, by all means, you should. All right. But if you're confident, you still want to just ride till the very end, then you're welcome to also do that. All right. Apologies. My main floodlights went off. All right. So I'm just left with my spotlight right now. Okay, so guys, I think I've given you enough juice, all right, to work with. I'm going to head out now. All right. So just go and check what's wrong with my with the inverters and the lights. All right. Just to be sure that something is not burning or my wiring is not burning somewhere. All right. So I'm going to be with you guys again on Monday on the Telegram channel. All right. So if you want to see us analyze the markets live and take some positions, Monday is where you want to be. All right. And if, peradventure you're having some challenge, you want to reach out to me. Adetola Freeman is the name. Search it on Google. You will be able to reach me. All right. Just search Adetola Freeman on Google and definitely you'll be able to reach out to me. So with that, I want to say thank you to you guys for joining me today. All right. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure working with you guys and, trading with you guys. God bless you guys abundantly. I wish you a fantastic rest of the trading week. All right. God bless you guys and have a lovely one. Bye-bye.